Good afternoon!
Afternoon!
You are awful.
We're here again.
We're Tony here again. That wasn't even English.
Oh, right.
Tony's here and it's very, very, very cold. So this weekend we have got our... What are you doing? This weekend is our biggest clinic so far. Whoop, whoop. So Tony was coming down for an afternoon and a whole day tomorrow, and now we have like a million clients today.
So we're rushing around a bit.
Just a tad, because Nathan was left in charge of planning things, which is never a good thing. How red my nose is, oh my goodness.
Right, Rudolph, you'll be fine.
So we're just at our yard. We're going to get in MJ and his friend Ollie, and they're going to both be treated. Then we've got a few dogs this afternoon, as well as a human who has kindly agreed to let us film her.
She's brave.
She's been in my vlogs quite a lot on my channel, so she's a YouTube star. And then tomorrow we've got a whole day full of lots of clients.
Yeah, we've got everything from reptiles to dogs.
Exactly, so this is going to be a very interesting video, hopefully.
Hope so.
We found them hiding in the back of the field. Trekking across the whole thing to go and collect them because they don't want to come in. Come on, MJ!
Hello, MJ. Hello, gorgeous.
It's quite tactical. It's a move.
So, patient number one is MJ. He's our pony. Tony's been seeing him for a couple of years now.
Lost muscle.
Has he?
Yeah. He had a bit more muscle there. Yeah, we just need that top line and that built up a bit, and the neck to come up again. But he's had the stress of moving and all the other stuff. So
yes. Yeah, what are you doing, Tony?
Someone else coming over.
Oh yeah. So MJ is 18, nearly 19.
He's a young man.
And does a bit of everything. But
basically he'd been hammered, hadn't
yeah, he'd been very hammered, so we've been kind of taking it slow and just kind of doing a little bit of everything with him, and Tony's been helping out. But wanted Tony to have another little look at him because he recently started stopping at fences and had a bit of a tumble, which is very, very unlike him. So we're trying to work out whether there's something pain related or whether he's lost a bit of confidence in jumping and that's why he's doing what he's doing. So Tony's going to have a little look over and give him a once over.
And we know whose it is.
Wow, it's 100% could be my fault. I mean, it was my fault I fell off, but you know, you live and you learn.
I just want to know if anyone filmed it.
It is on video. I have got a video of it. I won't insert that because, you know, trigger warning.
You should, really.
You just want to see me fall off on YouTube.
I think it's an important part of the case study.
It has been washed, it's just a bit muddy. But, you know.
Or was it washed in mud, was it?
Yeah. That's how you do it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's how you do it.
Yeah, huffing at you like, oh my gosh.
An interesting stroke. If you look at the angle of his feet, see how he's pulling, although it looks like he's pulling in a straight line, he's actually twisting through, which is what he's decided to do.
What are you doing? Ever seen a horse on 3 legs, everyone? You love your treatment, don't you? Yeah. You've got an itch on your shoulder. He says, I've got an itch on my shoulder. Good boy. Oh my goodness. That's nearly square. Oh, you moved.
Treatments often do. They make people itch and they also make the animals itch.
Interesting.
Because we're playing around with parts of the nervous system that also supply sensations of touch and that. So sometimes they give sort of like phantom itches, so you'd swear like an insect is on you or something.
Wow. You love your Uncle Tony. How filthy you are. Disgusting.
Shocking. I've only seen him clean once. When was that?
No.
Oh, that was your wedding
You've
day,
seen
wasn't
him.
it?
Every video you do this.
I want to make sure it's left in the edit. Sooner or later it'll have to be.
No, I'll keep cutting it.
So he's pushing down on my hand now, and I've got my fingers either side of the jaw, so I'm then cradling the jaw, and I can release all around the hyoid, and that help him to relax his throat.
Oh, good boy.
And he's pushing down quite. He's letting me take quite a bit of the weight.
He's what?
He's a bit, basically a bit stiff at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling boy.
Fidget, and because I'm getting near the problem, he's wanting to avoid.
You breathed on the camera, and now it's a bit
Soft focus.
bit steamy. One moment, everybody. Yeah, you breathed on the camera. I don't have treats. You're going to nibble my fingers, are you? Thank you. That's nice, thank you. Can we not bite fingies? No, stop it.
Nothing like your dogs, is he?
No, he probably wants... Do you want this? Here you go. It's like a child. Do you want... No. Do you want this to play with? There you go.
At the top of his neck.
Oh, is that nice? Oh. Is that nice, is it? Oh.
This muscle's actually overdeveloped, so he over braces at the top of his neck. That could also be a reason why he's stopping at fences, because he's not got the fluid movement, so he can't accommodate. Because if this is tight, you've also got some of the nerve supply to the eye, so they can't always accommodate to focus.
Because that's what I wondered what had happened. Because he was very, very forward up until he literally got to the fence and was about to take off.
He could judge the distance.
No, and then he suddenly went, "Oh my god, what do I do?"
Yeah, because I have watched the video. I've watched the video where
Did
he's
you?
refused.
Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
not been shown the one where you fell off.
I'll show you the one where I fall off in a minute.
I thought it'd be good for TikTok. That one where you What do you think, Em?
He says, well, "I don't mind."
You'd like that.
He was just as shocked as I was.
So you jumped the fence and he didn't.
Yeah, I went over the fence. He stood the other side staring at me like, "Why are you over there?" Didn't you? Hey, poorly boy. Oh, here you go. He's going to start yawning now.
He's a little bit tight, a little bit reactive here, where he's doing a bit more work. So if you watch, so what I'm going to do is play with this, and you'll see the muscles here altering their tension. There you go, rippling away.
Yeah.
So we can just literally alter the resting state of those.
Oh, wow.
There you go, and then that's calming down. That's what makes each treatment unique, because you can never quite just do the same thing twice
Yeah.
to get the same result. Right, darling. Okay.
Good boy.
Okay. Good man.
Well done. standing like a banana as always.
Me or him?
Both of you. Well, you're both standing exactly the same way.
Yeah. Bonding.
No, thank you. I'm done.
Right, now if you look at this now, it's woken that muscle up. So suddenly
Yeah.
it's actually doing so. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wake things up. So people have all these misconceptions that we shove things back in place and all that. What we're actually doing is altering the resting state and trying to balance the whole body so that every team member, every joint, every muscle, and that is doing what it should do when it should do it.
Yeah. Good boy.
And then when we've done it, we leave it alone. Just keep playing with it, you alter it again. Don't we? He's very good at it.
He's
when
a good
I first
boy.
met him, he wasn't as compliant, was he? He had
No.
such a bad time, he didn't really want anyone doing anything.
He really likes it now. He enjoys being treated.
I think you have... He's got the trust as well, he knows that you're not going to let anybody do anything horrible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good boy. But yeah, his eyes softer and everything.
Yeah.
And then the other important thing, and something I want to do a collaboration with you on, is I want to do, excuse me,
Is that I'm watching something?
I want to do a video explaining the importance of where the spine and the skull meet and the cranial nerves. And why if you stop a horse from being able to move the top of their neck, the cascade effect through the whole of that horse's body, but to actually go through each one and explain what it will affect. And then
Definitely.
I'm sure there'll be people who'll be, oh yeah, my horse reacts like, oh, and
Yeah.
then it'll make sense why.
Good boy.
But he's come to a stand, so
Is that
bored now.
nice? He says, I'm finished, thank you.
MJ likes little and often, don't you?
You do, don't you?
Like a proper man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good boy.
There you go. Would you like your bone?
Thanks, Uncle Tony.
Would you like your bone?
Thank you. What?
Is it there?
You got scratchies. Oh.
This side is.
She's just putting me to shame and grooming her white pony to try and make me look
He looks like
worse.
a snow pony.
Snow pony. So this is Ollie.
With Ollie. So he's 12, section B. He is my daughter's pony. Don't have any major concerns, all that apart from the fact that he's hairy, a bit fat. But he just generally is. He's always been like it ever since we bought him. So I've had him nearly 3 years. Next
You're
year.
grumpy, aren't you?
He's just grumpy.
You're just a
So
grumpy
he's known for being grumpy.
pony.
He was
Is
grumpy
that
when I
just
got
here
him.
or when he's in the field?
No, not in the.
Is it mostly in the yard?
On the yard
Yeah.
and in the stable. So when I went to go and buy him, I walked up to him and he pulled the most ugliest face ever. And I thought, great, I drove to Liverpool to buy you and you've done that. So, but
Baby
he is actually,
He's all right.
he's
is
the most genuine horse.
He's really
I
lovely.
have noticed, I will say, it's probably in the
Yeah.
last year, he's got a spookier.
Does he?
So he never used to be
right,
spooky.
okay. Yep.
I would say he's definitely got spookier in the last year. If that, just
Yep.
thought I'd mention it. Cause,
No, that
you know,
does make some sense. Yes.
I have wondered in the past, has he maybe got ulcers? But I don't know. He does put a face when we do his girth up, but I don't know. Just intrigued to see what you think.
Do you get
Overall,
much gut noise? Do you get? And there's the poo, all right.
Poo's fine.
Yeah. So, I mean, they might, but usually they've. To be honest, that yeah, most of the ones we see where they've definitely got gut ulcers, there's a slightly different shape. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah.
So intrigued to see what you think. As I say, if he pulls a face, there's no malice behind it. It's just
Yeah.
purely,
He's just grumpy.
yeah.
Well, it'll be
There's no-
caught on film if there is. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Grumpy
There's a
Ollie.
claim, there's a claim.
Right, done.
Normally he's
Hello.
clipped out. He does. Yes, he is a bit more fatter than he normally is. But I think he does look a bit fatter because he's hairy.
He's in winter condition.
Yeah, he is.
Winter condition.
Ollie.
He had a tooth out about 18 months ago.
Which one? Remember?
Something C10 or something. I don't know, but it was rotten to the
Oh, right,
to the
okay.
core.
Ew.
So he had to have that out.
Yeah.
He had to go in and have that
Yeah, don't
out.
understand.
Yeah. We noticed that because he was carrying himself like this with my daughter. I mean, obviously she's 10. She's not got the strongest hand, but he was going around like this.
Yeah.
And I had the physio, saddler, all that jazz, and
So was his head that way?
yeah.
Yeah.
Still does a bit.
There's a pattern through
Yeah.
his body.
Yeah, he still does it. He still does it from time to time.
Let's see if we can reduce that pattern for you, because that should make him more comfy. That's why you see the swishing of the tail when they go into it. You're right, Dan.
No, stop touching me.
I know. He's so woolly, I'm not even getting warmed up.
Yeah, I know. Normally he's clipped out, but because
Please don't at the moment.
no, I'm not going to. No.
Mental,
doing enough.
mental weather.
So with Ollie, I'm
Look
just
at you,
going to try
giraffe.
and alter the resting state of some of these and just work through the fascia, so it's a whole fascial pattern with him. It's all right, darling. Okay. It's just him.
Ollie,
It's just him.
wait,
She's not centre of attention.
stop misbehaving. Giraffe.
Centre of attention.
I know. Mr. Giraffe. Tiny pony.
Yeah, so he's got the I'm just going to work into this pattern and hopefully he'll let me. It's important you work with him.
Hi, Ollie.
Not noticed anything. I mean, he jumped top of the barrels with my daughter the other day, like
Yeah.
90. I don't
90.
know, whatever. He's
Yeah.
very honest.
Yeah, good.
He's a good boy.
I just do sometimes think, why are you like that? Why are you so grumpy? What are you trying to say? You can see he's listening to you, can't you?
Yeah,
'Cause
he
he's like,
is. Yeah, he's paying attention.
He's like-
It's all a bit odd.
Jackson, mind your head.
put your head down.
Numpty.
He
Honestly.
looks so, he stands so much better now than
Yeah, I
when
know.
we first met him.
He actually stands nearly square. Oh, wriggling. Yeah. I will put you to bed in a minute.
Maggie's coming in a minute.
Oh, of course, that's it. All worried that the girlfriend's staying out.
If I went out there now, I can guarantee she's eating.
Yeah,
Not
she won't.
Oh, yeah.
not concerned
She
about
will
where
not
the boys
care.
are. They worry where she is.
And how long ago was the tooth out?
Do you know what? It will be 2 years in March.
Oh, right. Oh, so quite a while.
Yeah. We hadn't had him. Oh no, May. Sorry, May. It's about 18 months ago because we got him in the end of February, March time, and then I just noticed. I thought he's carrying himself funny,
Yeah.
so I had just a routine dental check, and she said, "Yeah, that tooth's dead."
Oh, good.
But I can't take it out. It's too far up to. I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell you. I can look it
Yeah.
up easily, but yeah.
So it's in the upper part. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had it packed for like a couple of months. I mean,
Yeah.
you should.
Oh, it's a huge hole.
Oh yeah, they said, "Do you want to take it home?" At the time, my daughter was nearly 9.
Yeah.
We were like, "Yeah, expecting a horse tooth."
No, it's
And
massive. It's like an ornament.
well, they gave me the the antibiotics and the bute and everything when we picked him up, and I thought, "God, this bag's heavy." And then I realised they'd wrapped it up, and we opened it, and honestly, it was like that, like
Oh, my
humongous.
word.
Yeah,
Huge,
and
aren't
the dead.
Like pushing with this hand and then pulling with this one, just to alter the soft tissue tension right the way through the top line. And he's really relaxing into that.
He looks very relaxed, actually.
So I think, there you go, nice big sigh, brilliant.
Good boy.
I think there's an element with him where, as long as you're doing soft, flat hand approach, so not tickling him, but just soft, flat hand approach, he's comfortable. So I dare say there probably is a bit of he probably is a little bit uncomfortable. So if people do sort of just prod him or touch him, suddenly, as we saw when you just tap him, he doesn't like it. So that's sort of a sign that the sympathetic nervous system's a little bit irritated, which you get when you get areas of tight muscle,
Yeah.
especially when it's been there a while, which if he had the tooth out 18 months ago and had been holding his head funny for quite a while before, it would make sense.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll be a happier bunny.
Yeah.
Just left my engine running to warm it up.
This is mummy.
Is that where we're doing the treatment?
What's that?
We're doing the treatment in the lorry. Yeah.
You can do, yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
I wasn't sure where you wanted
Yeah,
it.
we can do. I put it on. I just warmed it up because I'm using it tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Well, our next patient is Emma. We'll get to you later. This is Ollie's turn.
Right.
And then next, we're going to see Nacho.
Yes.
Nacho.
Let me know if you want me to feed MJ. Is he eating now?
No, he's got a snack. Have haylage.
Okay. Just let me know because I will.
Thank you.
Oh my god, this has only been here today.
Patient number 3. And our first human patient that we videoed. Emma's very privileged.
She's very nervous.
I'm thinking what's going to happen.
No, because I know what's been going on.
So Emma suffers with migraines very, very badly. You had to have an injection.
So I've suffered with migraines for about 25 years.
Oh God.
And yeah, recently I just had a pain relief injection in my skull, on the top of my neck. So yeah, that was on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So yeah, I'm hoping whatever Tony's going to do is going to help.
You're right, sitting up. So it should be gentle. What I'm interested in is what's going on at the very top of your neck. Well, with us, it's base of the skull and top of the neck. And in particular, if you've been having headaches like that, when they started, how did they begin?
So what generally, or just
Yeah,
how?
sort of the history of them.
So they started when I was probably about 13 or 14, so probably when I started puberty, around about that age, or maybe a little bit
Goodness.
earlier. And I've always suffered with auras with them, so I get flashing lights, pins and needles in my left or right, really bad sickness, disorientation, yeah. And I always get, generally, they're like in my eyeballs and across my temples where you are now.
It's the worst when it's in your eyeball.
yeah.
It hurts so
Like,
bad.
literally. And they sort of obviously travel around my head. They can last, I mean, sometimes I rarely get one without an aura. Sometimes I can get an aura without a migraine coming.
Yeah.
It's actually the auras that I hate more
Yeah,
because
they're weird.
they're just, if I need to take my hair out, I can, but
That's okay.
yeah, and they can just come like that. So I have like a nasal
Yeah.
thing, and I have an injection for my leg, and I have lots of other drugs.
When they'd started, you've not had any traumas like
Nope.
leading up to puberty or anything? So no fall, didn't land on your bum or anything off a horse or?
Horse rider.
Maybe. Probably. But
Yeah, no, I'm just sort of, because it seems to be going right through your body.
Ooh.
So there won't be any sudden movements with this, I should let you know.
okay.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is just
Nice
go
and
with what
gentle.
your tissues are happy to release. So we're not going to force anything. But if you don't feel okay, let me know.
I love watching people's expressions when they're trying to work out what Tony's doing.
I know.
Then you know what Ollie was thinking.
Yeah, I know. It's actually
Yeah.
like really relaxing.
It is, isn't it?
Should be, yeah, it should be.
Must have a little sleep in my lorry after.
Yeah, have a little nap.
I was just looking, it's big enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got a little,
Well, I mean, I could probably sleep in here, I think, maybe.
We could literally like put a
if you strung
board.
a thing across.
Yeah, we could put
You
a board
can.
across the middle and make that into a double bed easily.
You can get that as part of the build. Of the
Really?
King size,
lorry.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
make a good therapy wagon.
Yeah.
Dogs in this bit, horses in
Yeah,
that.
you could actually.
Well, I've told Emma when she gets rid of her lorry I want it because I love it.
It is ideal.
And he travels so nicely in it as
Does
well.
he fit in there?
Yeah, he fits in the end. He's a good boy in here.
No, they're so much more practical than just a trailer or a huge 7-tonner.
And I think I'd be more comfortable driving this than
I've got my HGV.
the trailer. Emma's got to give me a driving lesson first though, because I'm a wuss.
Well, they're different. That's
They
probably the best way
are.
of putting it.
And I'm so aware that there's a living animal in there that if I do it wrong...
Really quiet, you sort of forget and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I literally did that the other day with Mario.
Yeah.
I took him around to my mum's house, got to my mum's, got out, got in the car, and they went, "Oh, is Nathan bringing Mario?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Mario!" Because he just sits so quietly. He was fast asleep.
He is cute, isn't he?
He's so cute. Do you feel fuzzy?
It's quite sleepy.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should. If you can sit and have a little rest after this, it'd be ideal. Somewhere warm.
I normally feel a bit fuzzy for like half an hour, and then I'm fine.
You cheeky. That's you done for the day.
I sleep the rest of the day.
Really?
Yeah. Nathan's driven me up to to Tony. I've been treated. For half an hour I'm like, wide-eyed.
Yeah.
And then I get in the car and I'm asleep and that's it. He's actually had to carry me
To the
in.
end of the road where the practice is, and Nathan buzzes me and goes, "Yep, she's asleep."
He's had to carry me out the car because he couldn't wake me up.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I literally fell asleep for the whole afternoon. He couldn't wake me up at all.
And he asked me how to do it.
Does make you feel really weird.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
You're right-handed.
Yes.
Can you tell?
Well, it's tighter on the left, so I was hoping that was normal, which is what you get with a right-handed person.
So weird.
I know. The body does tell so much.
So weird.
And I do work in front of a.
Yeah.
Computer.
And do you have the screen at eye level?
I do.
Good.
I
At the
bought.
right distance, so you don't have to lean to focus.
Well, I
on-
think sometimes I do lean because I just when I'm on like
We get
conference calls
drawn
and
in,
stuff.
don't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
especially
yeah,
when I'm talking,
yeah.
I lean forward and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I try not to. Do you treat a lot of migraine sufferers?
Quite a few. Got quite a lot of chronic problems
Mm.
I treat. So migraines are one, digestive problems are another, respiratory.
Oh really?
So we treat try and find the root cause of them rather than say that we actually treat the headaches or we do sugar.
So this lovely boy is Nacho. He was actually MJ's neighbour at our old yard. So we miss him lots and lots. My goodness, he looks like he's grown. Oh,
He's a big lad.
Camilla, your horse is going to be ginormous. He's 4, isn't he? 4.5. 4.5. Oh my goodness.
19 hands when you
He's going to be a big boy.
Thing about a warm blood that takes like 19 hands.
19?
And I was thinking, there's this tiny little woman.
It's usually the case, isn't it?
Plopped on top. Oh, look at his
You can leave this one on
dapples.
if you like. You can leave
His bib.
banner on.
Oh, careful. So,
We've seen Nacho once,
yeah.
and he was basically not really using the back end to push himself forward.
Yeah.
So we've been spending time trying to wake up the back feet, get him lifting them, placing them and pushing rather than using this to pull with.
Yes.
So this was overdeveloped. That's already come up a bit, hasn't it? Yeah, it's come up.
Yeah.
That was quite dropped there, but that's coming up. So we're getting a more complete
That's
line,
nice.
which is what we want. And then that also means if that comes up, there's less tension here, which means they can move their head and they can balance much better. Right, you can eat.
He says, I will carry on
It's a
eating.
bright light, isn't it? No,
It's actually quite good lighting.
It is for you. I can't see a thing.
I mean, you can't have it both ways, Tony. If you want filming, you have to have lights. To be under the spotlight.
I don't want to be filmed.
The literal spotlight.
Yeah,
It's
you've got the
literally, yeah,
literal
yeah.
spotlight. Mine's a bit gentler.
He's a lot softer.
Yeah,
Yeah, the muscles are a lot softer.
good.
Yay!
Good.
Makes all the moving of
Well,
the
no,
poles
it is. It
worthwhile.
just it feels like you're just
The
on a
poles.
treadmill, doesn't it? Sometimes when you're just doing the same things again and again, but they do pay off.
I'm trying to spice it up for him, so he's not
Yeah.
just like, oh, poles again.
It's Tuesday, it's cold, isn't it? Yeah, no, he's. You've got a little bit more muscle this side than that side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of the same right way through here. It's just slightly more on the left, so he's obviously got a bias, which they all do, so don't worry. Which is probably why when he goes to the left, he pulls the tail round to act as a brace, because he's not as strong on the right.
Okay.
So just do more of that, and that will. You can even do, if you've got a sloping field, you can even do zigzags. So that's
Ooh.
both going up and coming back down, as long as it's safe to do.
Does it matter how far the zigzags are? 'Cause we're quite flat round here, but I'm thinking there is a hill,
No, they can be fairly short.
and it's
Yeah.
probably maybe it's got a path that's as wide as here, so like a zigzag.
Yeah, you can literally just zigzag it up and down that, yeah. Anything is better than nothing.
Ooh,
yeah.
zigzags, Nacho.
Then if you find you are somewhere where there's a more of a, you know, a field with a nice sloping gradient, you go, oh, good, we do some of that.
Yeah.
It's all about just capitalising on anything you find.
Yeah.
You know, and if you are literally walking along a road with a pavement, you can just keep stepping them up and off the pavement like we do with the dogs. Because again, even that little height difference like that is enough to wake things up.
Yeah.
And then the other one in the school, you can have poles in a straight line, so they also get used to not landing with their feet close together.
Yeah.
So you can put 2 poles, and then you start with 1, then 2, and then 3.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's all those little things where they won't want to step on them,
Yeah.
and it just encourages them to stick a foot in each corner.
I feel like we need to do a pole work exercise series.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really fun to do.
Yeah.
Amazing. That'd be really good.
What do you think, Nacho?
Yeah.
He says, I'll join in after I've eaten my dinner.
Well, yeah, we could even do like exercises with 1 pole, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and just how you don't need loads of kit, you can just
Yeah.
get outside the box.
Well, I'm quite happy to film because I've got that Pivo. I'm quite happy to film what we do
yeah.
and then send it to you, and we can do a bit of a like.
You got your fancy thing.
It's like a vlog.
Yeah.
It's always nice when it's
He's
real cases where
Yeah.
you're actually watching the genuine progress.
I've still got loads of the videos from when we first started doing it with MJ.
Oh yeah.
How terrible he was.
They are, because let's face it, it's something completely new.
I mean, he's still not fabulous at poles, but he sometimes tries.
You see how I'm getting them to bunch up here.
Yeah.
And he's getting more fluid in hand, like
Yeah.
turn on the forehand, turn on the haunches. At first he was really quite sticky.
Yeah.
And there's a learning aspect to it as well where he's young.
There is, but also there was a strength aspect.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to hold himself.
Hello, gorgeous boy. Hello, gorgeous boy. I've missed you. Yeah.
Let's open that up.
Hi.
now resolved all issues with bats and falling as well.
Oh,
So
good.
The left four.
Yep.
He's
Brilliant.
completely sound on that
Oh,
one.
good. Excellent.
Gosh, he's gone so white on his face.
Yeah.
No, I'm hoping it's just the winter coat and then we get the summer one. It will be
You are
darker.
adorable.
He does, as you can see, he does like the mud.
Just you wait, guys.
Just, yeah.
In a few years, this is going to be a very, very white pony.
I'll probably be white by then as well.
Yeah, you two could be matching. Yeah.
His head carriage is completely changed as
Yeah,
well.
it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels so much more comfortable. As he's eating now, it's a fluid movement at the top of the neck. It's not like juddery, jarring action that he had.
Oh, good boy. What?
And there's lots of excitement.
Is that a friend?
You know.
Ooh. Some lady friends. Mm.
Another cuddle, another cooch. Right, so the neck feels quite good. It's quite handy because he is so relaxed. I can actually.
He's not relaxed, is he? Tony is going to be working on your dog. It's not just cuddles with Tony.
I am working my way through. It's just I've learned if they think it's fun, then you achieve so much more, and you tend to live longer as well, don't you? Might be your house, but yeah. So where the rib cage ends is where he's sensitive. And it's a common area where you get a lot of movement from here, hitting a nice stable area with the rib cage.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of torque through that joint. And with a 7-year-old dog, it's not uncommon at all.
And they're not built brilliant,
No.
are they? Let's be serious.
Well, no, they're very heavy dogs. The legs don't match the frame in that sense, do they? They're very heavy set dogs. But you don't need to.
Thanks, mate. I love the dribble on my hand. Good boy.
I've got a belt like his collar, and I bet you they're about the same size. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
It's quite a good treating position here.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Tony, do you want your tea past you?
I will do in a minute. Yeah. Right, there is a lot of tension, obviously, in the neck. The great thing is he's really gone into it. So
Yeah, he's quite good with people trying to help him. Like he kind of knows. Apart from being in the hospital, it was so traumatic for him.
Right, he's right. He's really
Like-
getting the vets. Like he's.
You got. It would be a lot more difficult. Yeah, good boy.
second coffee, eh?
No, not yet. Good boy, Opie. Not Opie, Hugo.
Get the right one.
Get the right dog. Because that's scary, man. Bug it off.
If you told me he is the camera, he's like, "Ooh."
How's he feeling?
So, okay, so just bring her in. They don't have any contact to start with.
No. The
Don't
best thing you want.
introduce them.
No, just let them just kind of hear each other, smell each other.
So that'll be on the 12th. On the 13th, I think we've got a session here, 9:30 in the morning.
So we can just work with them and see what we've got.
Yeah. Is it okay to take them all on for a walk
Of course
on
we can.
Tuesday?
Of course
So
we
yeah.
Yeah,
You'll be in the gym, so there's going to be just me. Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, of course we can. I can work with her. You can work with the boys.
Yeah. hopefully you will be all good. You're going to be a good boy? Or you're going to be a little...
So how's she feeling, Tony?
A little bit of tension through here, and then...
And was that what I was seeing last time when she stayed? She was rippling her spine,
basically,
the skin.
Yes, because the skin reflex mirrors what's going on with the muscles.
Hey, gorgeous girl.
And she's now worried because I'm going up under her throat because it's obviously a sensitive area, but I'm being as gentle as I can.
We can loosen that all off for
Oh, good girl.
It's right, darling. There you go. Oh, she's a pretty girl.
She's gorgeous, isn't she?
Lottie, I'd like to see Flora, not your head.
Oh, that's quite cute though, actually, isn't it? Where you going? Right, if I go up under
Tony
your diaphragm,
can't
don't
come
panic.
anywhere in our house without being bombarded by
Panics, what she'll do is lie on you.
so many dogs. Oh, good girl, Lottie. She says, don't worry, Flora. Flora, everything's okay. Come on then.
Hey.
Have a rest for a second. Have a rest for a second.
Come on then.
It's like with
come on.
children, if they get worried, you just stop for a bit, reassure them, and then you can carry on.
You're so sweet.
Gorgeous girl.
What do you think? You good girl. You like
Yeah.
me, really? See, can we have this as evidence? See, guys, she does actually like me. Flora, what do you think?